What's going on, everybody? Good morning. DMV fanatics, everybody, I'm just coming back from the DR. Today is my first day back to work. Got in late last night, had all these delays and stuff like that, only to find out that my good friend Stu passed away yesterday. And the way that I found it out was through a Mark Holmes video. So I haven't talked to Mark on the phone yet. And it's crazy because the last 2 weeks have been very hectic for me, getting ready to go to New York for the fight, then going to DR for this wedding that I just got back from. And, I remember telling my wife, Stu's calling me. I got to talk to him later because, I have so much going on, so much on my plate, so much work to do, and all of those things. And, I was like, I'll call Stu when I get back. And I never got that opportunity. So, it's with the heavy heart that I say all of this. Rest in heaven, my guy. You were a genuinely good guy. You loved our Cowboys, but most importantly, you loved people and your interactions with them. So, my condolences to his family. He's one of the most genuine people, and I didn't get to meet him in person, but in times of talking to him on the phone, and doing the fantasy football league with him and Roz, I got to know Stu pretty well, and he would just send me a whole bunch of text messages, and we would go back and forth. So he was a good guy, and if there's any more fundraising and stuff like that you can do, Mark Holmes has the link and everything, because I do believe that he's still going to go down and probably more than likely do all of the work that he said he was going to do. So rest in heaven, Stu. Secondly, the big news today was Dalton Schultz. Apparently he's frustrated with where his contract talks are going, so he's not going to show up. He's going to hold out for a little bit. Guess what, guys? The Cowboys front office, that's what they do. They come at you with the slap you in the face offer. They frustrate you to the point that you hold out. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to pay him more money than they're going to end up paying him more money. I know that a lot of people are going to get caught up in we just drafted Jake Ferguson. Dalton Schultz is very important to what we're going to do offensively. They're going to pay him the bag. And here's my thing about it, right? Because I didn't want to franchise Dalton Schultz in the first place, and that's why my voice is getting his way. I didn't want to franchise Dalton Schultz. If anything, I felt like if they wanted to give him a deal, give him a deal. Now that you franchised him, now guess who has the leverage? Y'all don't think Dalton Schultz has the leverage. Dalton Schultz has the leverage, and he's going to play it perfectly, and they're going to pay him a lot of money. Y'all mark my words. Now, I knew that they have the out where, they don't have to franchise him. I think that they can. He already signed his tag, but I believe that it's the tag where, they could kind of, cut him or whatnot and not pay that $10 million. But Dalton Schultz is a good player. He's not a great player. Like, for me, I think that great players or players that you just can't do without should get second contracts. I think that Dalton Schultz is solid. I think that Dak Prescott trusts him. I think that the team loves him. And I think that that's where his leverage is gonna come into play, because he's so vital to what we do offensively. They're gonna have to pay him, and you're not gonna like the money that they pay him. I'm just letting y'all know this right now. But our front office can't negotiate. They're terrible at this, especially when it's a player that is not leaving the building. He's not going anywhere else. He's going to end up being the Cowboy. Dalton Schultz is going to get a top tight end contract. Watch what I tell y'all. I'm telling y'all, his agent's playing this perfectly. He's playing it perfectly. And the front office is weak. They don't know how to let people go when they're supposed to let them go. And they don't know how to cut people, and they don't know how to negotiate. It is what it is, That's one of the things that I do for a living. I'm able to negotiate, and I'm able to, spot leverage when I see it. And I know that Dalton Schultz has all of the leverage in the world right now. So do not be surprised if you see Dalton Schultz, not necessarily now, but when it's time for him to get a deal, he's going to sign for a big one. But I'm out, guys. All right. Peace.